here.
How about dragon fruit?
Dragon fruit.
I wasn't lying. I'm
Download
lying.
Chrome. I like when you're in Microsoft Edge and you go to download Chrome and they're like, you don't need to do that. It's okay. It's all right.
Or when you go to Chrome and you go to download Firefox.
And it's like, hey.
Like, you could do this as well, you know. You don't...
So for now,
Number
Mesh
one
is a
source.
sleepy boy if you're watching this VOD, and cannot be woken.
Yes, Mesh, if you watch this VOD, next time you take a nap, set an alarm.
Mesh, if I can be awake right now, fuck you.
What time is it for you, Dallan?
Mesh hasn't slept in 30 hours,
45 a.m.
according to him.
Fucking
6
dragon
foot.
fruit. Okay, go on.
Fruit!
Yeah, I don't know. He's
He had a long.
Yeah.
He had a long. I was there for it. He had a long one. I had
Yeah.
sleep in between those points. He did not.
What was he just
Yeah, so
awake,
he's pretty tired.
or did he go to work, or what was he?
He
doing?
hasn't slept in about 30-something hours.
Why?
It's partially
He did
inflicted.
not tell us,
Yes.
but Goldy, I think, knows.
Okay. Sincerely, he had work.
Oh,
But,
okay.
but also, he had Destiny, which he was playing, which is like,
What, at work?
no, they're not mutually.
If you stay up to play games and are tired, I do not have pity for
Chef,
you.
I'm good on my end.
Okay, so it's like it's self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Mesh, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I put you on the spot, but you know I was there for it, so.
You got called out, Mesh. You got called out.
Got called out. Yeah, it's your turn to get called out. We call out Jodie for being late. This time, we're calling out you
No,
for. Yeah.
I'm literally never late. I don't even
We're
understand.
gonna
what
call
it's
you
not
out
saying.
for the masses
were
of
early
the
today.
internets. Jodie,
I always
the
get
joke.
called out for like
Jodie,
all the time.
The,
Yeah.
the joke isn't that you're early or you're late. It's the fact that you say it to other people. So we're like, nah, let's just say it to Jodie.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
give
said
her
it
her
like
own medication.
medication. I've said it a couple of times.
Also, everyone enjoying their Comic-Cons in London?
Yeah.
Could I
Comic-Con.
maybe offer a different topic of our game?
Oh, sorry. Fuck you, Comic-Con people. We're playing some D&D now.
So, last session, you killed some helpless eel thralls and staked them all, ending them permanently. You uncovered another note from the Keeper of the Fur on a desiccated bear corpse devoid of blood. The party headed back out of the portal, this watery portal, into the dark swamp, and then got lost. Janus is feverish and coughing up blood every once in a while. You have a level up pending on the next short long rest. You guys are up to your shins in sludge. If you stand still for too long, you just start to sink deeper slowly. Everything is wet. Any light source that you bring out is swarmed with insects, and you're visible from a long way away, luring predators like you, like moth to a flame. What do you want to do?
I'm a bear. I'm not going to speak. Just remember that.
I'll save my energy until we get attacked, but do we remember where that halfling went, Chamilla?
I'm assuming you're not talking about me. The other guy.
I'm in my bat. I'm a bat.
So how are you talking?
And I flap up, go behind you, and poof back into myself. So now you suddenly have not a bat and him on your back, but a bat and Chamilla on your, or Chamilla and him on your back. Goldie.
Yeah, I think 3 of you are on me right now.
The bear goes. And I will say, well, I looked around up there for him. I could not find it. I tried. I'll do it again. If you guys would like me to. What, Chef?
Didn't he?
Give me a survival check then.
Okay.
I didn't spell that right.
Chamilla dice. Where's my Chamilla dice? Don't kiss your dice. I rolled low.
Preview my camera.
That is a 3 + 3 is 6.
It's very dark. Can't see too far around you. But
Oh
you can
wait,
kind of tell.
I have advantage when I turn into a bat. I forgot about that. Because I'm gonna turn into a bat to go look. So I'll roll one more time. 10.
It's very dark.
As I was saying.
Yes, the vision is impeding her echolocation intensely.
Yeah, I'll come back down and hop next to you and say, yeah, I cannot find this. Was I able to see dry land at all, Chef? If I can't find the hut, was I at least able to find a place for us to sit and rest?
No, not with the tent.
No? I mean, I can't
Everything
see
you can
anything.
see seems damp.
I think that we're gonna have to trudge forward and hope we're going in the right direction.
Oh, I did command the Nothic to pay attention to any kind of movement. Now, I know I was being very vague, and it's just basically going nuts with all kinds of movement. But I assume if anything's coming towards us, it will probably just go to my fur.
It will go
Tug on my fur.
Trying to see what's in my inventory. I don't think I have anything to help us.
I'm checking too.
What are you trying to
Too
do?
bad, we couldn't just hop in someone's ring. That would be nice.
Oh,
He's
yeah. Well, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not here.
he's already in the ring. He can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's in.
Yeah,
he's
he would
in
go
there.
in when we got a sick boy
Oh.
right here.
I'll look through my looking glass and see if there's
Oh,
a
yes,
lead
please.
anywhere.
You can't. It's pitch black, but there are some glowing motes of light.
Is there one that seems close?
Yeah, there's one kind of apart from the others. That seems close.
I'll lead us
Can we
that way then.
send Chamilla to go over and scope it out?
I already tried twice.
Oh, you already did? Okay,
I couldn't
never mind.
find it.
Never mind.
It's okay. I'll just like gently pat your back, Janus. There.
It's like soaked in sweat.
And slime.
Oh no.
Very warm.
So
Let's
you
wipe my hand on the bear.
As if that's gonna be much cleaner.
Well, it will be because, like, I think if he turned into a bear, then he's not a bear that had been rolling around in dirt because he just turned into
We're
one.
in a swamp.
I mean,
Well, his back hasn't touched the swamp stuff.
I am a bear. I'm still me. So you're basically swiping it on me. I can feel it. All right.
I know.
So Grim's taking lead then, since Chamilla has failed twice.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm not a tracker. What can I say?
Is anybody good at tracking? Well, none of us have like proficiency in survival, right? I don't think so.
Do it, but just not right now.
Yeah, don't. You just rest. You just rest. We'll take care of things.
Pull out my wand and tap you instead of touching you. It's okay. Don't worry.
Ow.
Do I need to roll?
No, you're just following. Every once in a while, you're pulling the spyglass up to your eye and just making sure you're still heading towards what you think is the closest one.
Nice.
Why don't someone besides Grim give me a perception check?
I can do it. I have advantage on perception. So I'm gonna roll.
Ow.
Yeah. Oh yes, let's go! Let's go!
Nice. Good start.
I crit, and I get like a dragon appears on the screen when I do that. So I've got this like die that makes a dragon
nice.
appear. Yeah.
I thought you meant I crit. I summoned a dragon.
Maefyre,
It's like someone's a dragon on the screen. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I got a natural 20 on that one.
Maefyre, you notice that you're back at the tracks. You see some deep ruts in the mud that, at first glance, didn't look like anything, but they lead in a direction. And I've dragged
so
you back onto the swamp map.
Oh, do you know what? I do not have roll 20 open, so let me quickly do that.
I'm gonna pop back into bat form and just go back
Your,
on Goldy's spare
Best
head.
guess is that you headed out inadvertently southeast from the swamp layer and have since just walked straight west following Grim's mote of light.
Right.
Is that frog ever gonna go to bed?
And once again, you are at a crossroads. Where would you like to go next?
I need to. I'm just gonna quickly. Sorry, I didn't have roll 20 open, so I need to see the map.
Yeah,
What can we see from where we are? What can I see? Like, can I see any light?
Bog, as far as you can see. No light.
Bog.
The only light around you is some moonlight and some stars.
Okay, but I have the map open now. Can I cast light?
There's no light. Just stars.
No, can I cast light? The cantrip. On an object. What do I have? I had a stone, but I think I threw it away. I can cast light on an object, so I'll cast it on. What do I have here?
You can light me up. I could be a shiny bear.
I think it has to be an object. I don't think it can be a living. Can it be a living
object, yeah.
Ah, well.
An object. Can I cast it on my hand axe?
Earlier, the Nothic, when Janus pulled out his scimitars, tugged on his shirt and pointed at all the directions, indicating that there was stuff moving around and coming closer. As you create a light and begin to kind of wave it around, the Nothic does the same again to Renok, pulling on his the hem of your cloak, or on your fur, and just indicates there's lots of stuff moving around now.
Put it out. Put it out. Put it out. They don't like that.
There's things around.
Yep, put it out. I had to put my swords away.
Put it out? Oh shit, okay. Alright, I'll put out the light. But that means we're complete darkness apart from the moon then.
That's all we need.
Okay. Who has night vision then?
I think we all have night
'Cause I-
vision.
I don't.
I think
Nope.
I
You don't?
do.
I do.
That's the other campaign.
I'm just really struggling to see anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty
It's,
sure
now
I
midnight.
don't have it.
Can we see the stars? Because if we can, maybe someone who's good at. Does anyone have any history on?
You guys know where you
sorry.
are.
We know where we're at. We found our
I'm just
path.
Okay, I was thinking about finding the North
We have to
Star.
make a decision if we're gonna go back out of the swamp or if we're gonna continue to
Astrology.
try to find the gnome again or halfling. That's above the game objective.
How hurt are
We
we?
need to rest. We need to rest. So we just need the nearest place to rest. Because
well,
you're no condition
We're
to walk
far
around.
from anywhere safe. So we need to basically get to following Grimm's thing, or we can try to navigate to where the halfling is.
Grim, where's your spyglass leading you?
I think it's leading us to the pirate camp, which is out of the swamp, and towards Ravenloft.
It's west.
West. I mean, we'll be able to get there either way, but maybe out of the swamp is the
I don't
best
know what's
call.
gonna happen if I go to sleep.
What's gonna happen? Don't go to sleep. Not right now.
Good advice. I can't hardly hold consciousness right now.
Yeah, we don't want you to pass out.
Well, that's exactly why I don't want to sleep. Like when you get a concussion.
I mean, if the pirate camp is nearer, we can go near. We probably shouldn't go into the pirate camp, but
It's not near. I remember, but it's like it'll be daylight before we arrive. It won't be daylight, but it'll be close enough.
that far? Oh gosh. Okay, maybe we should try to find the halfling then, if they have a hut somewhere nearby.
The hermit actually told you where he lives. It's that little hut
Did
to
he?
the southeast of you.
I see it.
Okay, let's head there.
Okay,
Let's head.
sounds like a game plan. Just get out of this situation.
You begin to make your way. Now you're a little bit more confident of where you're at. You remember the halfling had a little path that he was running down. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I thought I muted, I did not. You see a ramshackle thatch-roofed hut. It's perched on a small rock in the middle of a bog. A trail of slick logs forms a haphazard trail across the brackish water. You see a figure moving through the gloom. Even from a distance, you can tell that he's watching you out of the corner of his eye. The hermit disappears into his hovel, but he leaves the door open a small crack. A warm welcome.
Help me get in there, you big oaf. Shut up.
I'll pop.
How are you getting
myself.
across these slick logs to the hermit hovel?
Look, there's a load of logs in the way.
Can you describe how it looks to us again?
Yeah.
There is the house is like surrounded by water. Oops, that's dark. The house is surrounded by water, and there's just a kind of a bunch of logs leading to it that are kind of floating, but they're kind of,
Okay.
you can see some stakes that are anchoring them in place, kind of forming a trail to the hovel. They're slippery looking, and you can't tell how deep the water is on either side, but
How far do they extend? Is there any way to just walk around them?
there does not seem to be any other way to this hermit's house.
Makes sense.
Are the logs when you say the logs in water, are they like suspended in water? As in like floating on water, or are they just like, is it just boggy?
If you want to look closer, give me a investigation check.
I do want to look closer. Thank you. I will. do-
The image I have in my head is logs floating like a logger would put in a river, but then they're attached like like a
That's what I
buoy
was
in
thinking.
the water to the
Okay.
ground.
You got a 10. So with the
Unfortunately,
10,
I rolled just a 10, so yeah.
you can look closer at the logs and see that there are stakes. They are tied to ground or something, maybe
Oh.
mud, but they seem to be stable. You kind of step on one a little bit. It doesn't move. It is slippery as you thought.
Okay, so
Let's
it
go
kind
nice
of
and easy.
like a
That was
path
easy.
then.
Nice and easy. Nice
Yeah.
and easy. Don't go fast.
Okay, I'm going to be careful as I
Getting a little
move
motion
across the
sick.
logs.
So
Let's walk cautiously, like one in front of the
one per
other.
plank or something.
Yeah.
But they Jodie, I need to remind you, you're actually on me right now.
No, I
La-
got
la-
off.
If
Oh, did you?
anyone
Okay, my bad.
Is
I thought you
got
were
off
alone.
because
out on the logs. I need a
Just to look at the
dexterity
logs.
check.
Cat. Bet.
So-
Acrobatics.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
Chef,
Acrobatics.
do you want me and Renok to make those separately, even though we're kind of paired up? How do you want us to do
Doing it
that?
right now?
If you're on the logs, you need an acrobatics.
All
Would
of
it
us?
okay if I
Okay,
want to
I'll
give
roll.
I want to give bardic inspiration to Janus because he's sick. So I'm gonna fly across as a bat and land in front of the house, turn back into myself, and then call out and say, "Janus, you're so close to feeling better. You can do it."
Compate?
I'm gonna hold it because I've already rolled, and I know how good my check set is right now. So I'm gonna hold that for the next 10 minutes in case
Okay.
I need to roll a check for my health. So
Okay.
it will still go used most likely, but I got a 16 on my roll.
Okay. You make it across. Renok, you make it across. Maefyre
Okay.
makes it across.
Yeah, 13.
Grim, what are you doing here?
I'm going across.
What are you doing here?
Who
I
even
rolled
are
a
you?
23.
Proceeding.
What did you
Right?
roll?
23.
Okay.
Oh,
you
23.
20.
expertly make it across.
Maybe I'll even do a little hop, skip.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
A little heel click.
A little
Flourish.
flourish.
Heel
If you
click to
will.
go with your Pepsi can.
It's in background this way.
Yeah, you guys
When
are
you one's daytime.
You're both in the same place.
I'm in nighttime.
Okay.
I
daytime.
got the daytime.
Same
Okay.
world, different.
Different time.
So you're on this little small island, and there's a door into this little hut.
Is it big enough for Mimi to go walk into?
Halfling size. I guess.
Probably not.
No, it's normal sized.
I'll try to
it's big. Okay,
let
well-
off of Renok here and
gonna
give
go
him a
down.
little like tap on the shoulder blade. All right, I'll take it from here for the time being. I think I can hobble about now that we're not in that bog.
I'm going to. Okay, cool. I've changed back into my human form.
And then I'll just without I'll like do the thing where the rude guests like go to someone's home for the first time and like knock on the door as they're pushing it more open, even if it's already open. Hey, we're okay. Except for me. I need some help.
Okay, except we're not.
Inside, you see this fellow stirring a little pot of stew.
Cup of soup.
The fire is low, and as you open the door, he moves to shield the light from escaping out the door. So you just kind of see his back in a heavy cloak. He says, "Move in quickly and close the door. The light is dangerous out here."
I think
May I
that's
come
coming
in?
through someone's mic.
It's coming from
Goldy?
Gally, I think.
Say again.
Me? There's
Failure
no
will
way.
be-
How's that? There's
Hello?
no
Hello?
way. I'm perfect. I would never do anything like that.
No, I don't know who it is.
Sorry, who's saying what? I didn't catch
It's
any
been
of
going
that.
on this whole time.
Too many people talking. What's going on? talking?
Shut the door.
3 many people talking, and it's Jodie
There's no door.
that is coming through.
Okay. All right.
Going
Well,
for
shut the door and come in. He said,
Come in.
their feedback.
Hurry up and get in here.
Okay.
I'm in. I'm just trying to get this muck off me. Staring at Chamilla.
I didn't know it would transfer onto you after you turned back
You
into
touched me.
I had gross sweat on my back. How is that any different from the gross sweat you have from his butt? that was
I
on
am
your
not
back?
your towel. Okay.
On your towel.
I'm surprised you were worried
can't
about
remember.
cleanliness at all, so I'm sorry.
You
I'll remember
barge
that,
into
Grim.
my house and you bicker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some-
something
going
else.
I apologize for my friends. They seem to have somehow more flair for the dramatics than me. I appreciate you opening up your home to us. And if there's anything you need, let us know. But I do think our friend requires some attention that
Like kind of
none of
plop
us
on the
can
ground,
give to
just
him.
like sit crisscross applesauce and try to like prop up one leg out. So it's like half cross leg. Something in that bug got into a wound, and I don't know what. And I'm like on the verge of passing out.
He has a
Well.
fever. He's quite sick.
Well, you're right. I bet your Paladin took a crack at it. Oh,
He
I
did.
don't.
It seemed to
I
at
did.
least not make it worse, which I'm thankful for. But it's pretty
Well, the problem is, it's not a disease. What you have is a bit of a parasite. Healing only empowers
Beg your
what's
pardon?
living in you now.
Fuck.
Call it a swamp worm. Grows inside you.
All right. We're
Starts
getting
with
closer.
your body trying to fight off the invader. Body will make it inhospitable. You'll have fevers. You'll have chills. They'll try to purge the infection, literally vomiting your own guts out. But it'll cling on to your innards just fine.
All right.
That's enough detail.
We're getting information, but no solutions have been listed yet, so I'm still waiting patiently for those.
We were told that hermit might be able to help. We assumed
Said
because you were
talk to a
collecting
swamp
shrubs, you're a
expert,
hermit.
so that's why we're
Swamp
invading your
expert, yeah.
privacy.
So you're looking for a cure. Why didn't
Yes.
you say
Naturally.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the rudeness of the entry, formalities and all that.
so? Well, have a stew. Have some stew, and I'll tell you a bit about what I need in exchange.
All right.
There's a temple down to the south. And I need you to head down there and feed my pet just a little bit. He gets grumpy if I don't check in on him every once in a while.
Okay.
Normally I would be okay with that, but I don't think that he's feeling well enough to do that. We could do it after. Can we do it after?
How about a down
Can you
payment?
stay here and one of us go and do it?
Do you
Couple
trust
of
us
us
enough to go do it
a
for
couple
you?
of us go down. Is it okay
I missed what he said we needed to do.
We have to go pay his
to go and feed his
visit his
pet
pet.
somewhere?
Feed his pet.
at a temple in the south.
Well, unfortunately, the feeding my pet is non-negotiable. I need you to do that anyway. But I might be convinced. What would you give me as a bit of a retainer to hold on to until you...
Might I
I
suggest
know.
a dash of
um,
helpfulness came from us when we eradicated the vampire spawn in this swamp.
That we did.
And that could
All
said,
6 of them.
be a form of payment in a way, if one were to think about it, given the danger we put ourselves in for that
like I
situation
said,
to
though,
improve your home.
You swatted a fly. You swatted a minor annoyance.
How well do you take threats?
Sorry, can I also get a persuasion check from Chamilla and Janus?
Oh.
You mean Grim?
No, you two. Chamilla and Janus. You guys are the
Sad.
first ones who tried to convince him to
I will
accept alternative
give
payment.
advantage to Chamilla because this is not my strong suit.
Okay,
It's so much my strong suit.
I know.
that is cocked.
How well do you take? Isn't that a threat in itself?
That's where I was going with it because it didn't seem like he was going to take a persuasion check. So we can
23?
retcon that.
Ooh, nice.
Well,
I think.
He's one of our strongest fighters, and he seems like he's very well knowledgeable of these lands. He would be very helpful in feeding your pet.
he can walk, can he?
No,
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 he
he
literally could not. I need to carry him on my back.
As a bear.
He didn't need to
I've
know
only
that
had
part.
like a spoonful of the soup,
Please tell me you just
and
barked.
I'm just trying to keep it down.
He runs his hand through his beard that seems to kind of wriggle. Well, I suppose I can ease his pain just a little bit. And he says, "Hold still now." And he kind of gets close to you, and his you're like kind of sitting on the ground, and he's not quite towering above you, but he's definitely above you. And he says, "Now open wide." And he begins to move his hand towards your mouth. And at any time, if you want to stop him, feel free.
Before I open my mouth, I'm just gonna say, don't blame me if you see anything that you just fed me with again, because it's coming.
He his
insight?
blackened
Just to make sure?
fingernails go into your mouth, and he holds it open, and his little skull mask is now like inches away from your face, and parts of his beard that you're now seeing up close. They're not a beard; they're like little worms. Start to just kind of wave near your mouth, and you feel something from deep in your guts begin to wriggle its way upwards, and kind of a ball of worms hop from your throat into this beard and wriggle out of sight. You feel better. You can still feel the fever to some degree, but you are definitely better.
How do you feel?
He steps back and he's like, "Well, I got most of it, but it'll regrow." So, again,
Right.
the offer is still the same.
What do we feed your pet?
I don't know. Ask it what it wants.
What
Does it
is
talk?
your pet?
Usually feed a pet.
What
Does
are we
it
getting ourselves
speak?
into?
Mushrooms?
What is my pet? Helpless, mostly. That's all you need to know.
Man, you're so
how are we
unwilling to
supposed
be
to-
helped. It's very
How are we
frustrating.
supposed to feed it if we don't know what it eats?
What does it look like?
You got eyes, don't you?
I don't really appreciate this. Why are you being so unforthcoming with us?
You're in my
We-
house at midnight. Eat
Barged
my
in.
food.
We barged in, first of all, too. I mean, I'm not.
Well, most people would
And you
want to help
calling
someone
me
that's sick.
inhospitable?
Listen, Camilla, you
I do think
gotta
they're being a
chill
little
out.
rude, aren't they? That's.
Sir, I'm trying to do persuasion. Sir, I'll be honest. I'm not the most brightest of people out here, and I don't want to go out and feed the wrong pet, someone else's pet. That's a waste of food.
There
So-
will be a very obvious person who is my pet.
Person. So it's a humanoid, is it?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
That doesn't sound right. This isn't slavery, is it?
Certainly not.
Do they know that?
It sounds like a hostage situation. Bless you,
Hey,
good
bless.
sir.
Well, they ain't no hostage. It's my pet. I watch over him. He don't go nowhere.
Okay. I just don't want to make a mistake now. That's all. I don't know why I'm talking like you. Didn't mean to do that. Just as long as we know what we're doing. I mean, you keep saying it's obvious. There's a chance we could get it wrong. Right?
There ain't more than one temple down to the south. I don't know what the problem is.
I'm gonna hand him back his soup. If you got a problem with me taking your food, then don't offer it.
All right.
Is this a bread and salt situation? Eating of his bread and salt.
What is a bread and salt situation?
I'm afraid I don't know what that means either.
Yeah.
In some places, if you come into someone's home and eat bread and salt in there, you get guest rights, which means you can't be murdered, basically.
Oh, wow. I've heard of this.
I like that, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, you ain't gonna be murdered by me.
That's another point. Are we in any danger when it comes to Oh, Mesh, I see you're awake. To this
Yay.
pet of yours? Like, we won't do anything that could agitate it, right?
Well, you'll see.
If we could, is there a way we could stay the night before we go in the morning to the pet? We are a little low on resources. We need to be all gung-ho and ready to go for the morning if we're going to successfully do what you want.
Well,
Yeah, can I be
room
heard?
costs extra now.
Hello.
What do you got to barter?
Gold?
I like gold. Give me a
Nice.
number.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I muted myself while you were describing when you were healing Janus. Did he heal him a little bit?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
better.
In
Is-
that
is-
case, I think I'm going to lean over to, I don't know, maybe I'm next to Grim, and I'll just say, I don't like the idea of this hostage pet thing. If Janus is healed a little bit and this guy's being so rude, why can't we just go somewhere else and leave?
Because it's late and I don't want us to get exhausted, and this is a roof, and this guy's not going to murder us.
It's past midnight now, and because you haven't rested in 48 hours, you all have 1 point of exhaustion, which I like the idea of that it's just the -1 to all
Everything.
d20 rolls. So that's what you're
Well,
you're dealing with.
let's add
Okay.
that on.
But anyways, I'll say 5 gold.
5 gold.
5 gold.
I couldn't even get a cart into town for 5 gold. You're gonna have to butter my biscuit more than that.
Grim looks around for anyone else with money.
You
Town? Velaki? I'm assuming?
How about
That's
a
quite
future
a day's
favor?
journey from here.
Can we like
A second
like,
favor. I like that, Janus.
oh, sorry.
How about a future favor?
Oh yeah, there you go.
You're saying you would come all the way back out here and help little old me out with another favor. I know I'm a bit distant, so I have my doubts if I would ever see you again.
I'm from here.
You're from the swamp.
Not the swamp. I'm from north of here.
You ain't
A
from
little
here,
swamp
friend.
boy.
Not from the swamp, but I am from here. I'm from Barovia.
No, but you're muted, Jodie.
Yeah, I'm muted now, but I was talking before, and I don't know if anyone heard what I was saying.
I can hear you now.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I'm in my motion to Grim about his earlier comment about being very reluctant about it.
What if we talk to a certain powerful being and get you something?
Certain powerful beings. There ain't no powerful beings out here.
He like raises an eyebrow. Big words for someone that was hiding from us earlier. I'm not trying to threaten your life, sir. We're just trying to see if we can balance the scales a little bit and try to do some good without doing some evil or hurting you. You want us to stick out of our way. We're trying to be those folks that stick our neck out for the people that stick their neck out for us. A little bit of give and take.
Again, you're sitting in my house eating my food. Partially cured of what ails you. Middle of the night. Safe, warm. And you
I
saying
can
I
give
ain't helping you?
I
Can I
don't.
give you lots of gold? Would you take lots of gold?
I would take lots of gold.
Would you take 30 gold?
30 plus his 5? Yeah, that's good enough.
Good. Don't know what you're
Yeah.
gonna use it on. Valaki's pretty far away from here. I'll give him my 30 gold.
Valaki ain't the closest town no more. It's them pirates. He
There's nothing to.
stands up from the fire and opens another door that perhaps was a closet or something, but it looks like it leads down into a kind of a sub-basement, which seems implausible in this muck. But down there's a bunch of bunks of beds, and he is growing mushrooms on them. And he kind of gestures at me like, well, you're welcome to these. Mushrooms won't bite you, but they might start to digest you if you sleep too long. But this should be fine.
30 gold for this.
35 gold for this.
I think, if you don't mind, I'd like to sleep right here. And I kind of just like grab the pillow and the bedroll off of my backpack and just kind of roll it up right where I'm laying down and don't want to stand up at all after that experience. Is it possible to sleep in this area without
Nope,
going down
this
there?
is my bedroom.
All right. I'm gonna put 5 gold on the floor and roll over.
So he's now taking 40 gold from you guys.
Yeah. You're gonna put 5 gold on the floor because Janus does not want to move. And I've already removed it. And has begun to sleep instantly. Like a rock that is full of exhaustion. Oh, good. Like, right as he's falling asleep, he'll just be like, what is gold for if not to be bothered with?
I'm going to sleep in the floor in this main room. I'll give you 2 more gold to let me sleep here in this main room.
Giving him.
He
are we
holds out his
giving him
hand
what?
and takes your gold. You do notice his fingers aren't all solid. They're a little bit more like tendrils all woven together. But he takes your gold.
Okay. I turn really quickly to Mesh. Mesh, can you hear me?
Is he dead?
Hello, Mesh.
Oh,
The mesh is dead.
Please, is there room inside your ring for another person?
Silent treatment.
room?
Fuck off.
Yes, I don't know if I can try to get people, and maybe I can work on that. Let's try this.
Okay, please.
And
Reach out your
just
hand.
try-
I also have no money now.
Hold hands. Hold hands and just like
Okay.
I try it and it doesn't work. Like I go in and you're just like standing there.
Shit! Kick the ground and go curl up in a corner. Penniless. Oh, Chef, you're muted.
You may mark off a long rest as you settle into these little shelves of mushrooms. In the morning, you notice a few of them are kind of walking across you and they scatter as you start to move.
Make sure.
Everyone had kind of dozed off at one point, and the hermit is no longer at his house.
What? He's not here.
There's kind of a note just on the door that just says, "Feed my pet.
Get out.
I'll be back at nightfall."
Wait a minute.
My
I
pet,
thought
get
we
out.
paid him to not feed his pet. What is this?
No, we feed the pet to get Janus
Feed
healed the
him
rest
for
of the way.
my healing for the
You want to-
finish, and then we
Yes.
pay him for the night.
If this pet is some sort of hostage, I am letting it go.
If at
He's
any
gonna leave.
time,
He's gonna leave and not feed his pet.
if this pet does anything to us, I'm taking the money back, and I will
tell
take
ya,
it by force.
After
Yeah.
waking up, I feel like a lot better, but I can still feel that stupid thing inside of me. So let's get a move on. The faster we get this done.
Agreed.
I'm feeling a lot more alive than before, and I don't know, a little faster. I need a few minutes, and I just briskly walk out the door, and I'm gonna go do my morning ritual.
Say hi to my Nothic that's no longer there.
Yeah, your Nothic disappeared.
Yeah.
At sunrise, right?
Yes, at sunrise.
Outside, you are outside of this hut. It's just kind of a rock surrounded by water on all sides. To the south, you can see that the water is flowing a little bit more swiftly. It looks like this might be the main river that flows through the swamp.
Okay, I'm gonna do my
As
morning
soon-
crimson rite and take some damage.
As soon as I step outside, oh my gosh, it's bright. It's always been this bright outside.
Yes.
I have a dumb thought. What if feeding the pet meant
You're right, that is
one
stupid.
of us being fed? If we were to come back in any regards, he'll probably take it as a threat inherently.
Wait, start again. I'm sorry.
I mean to say is, what if he was being so vague about the pet because he wants one of us to be the food, and then if we were to ever come back, he'll take that as a thought of a threat, because why would we ever come back?
I was thinking that too.
Well, if it was one, some of us would still come back. If one was the food. Being quite...
Anyone.
Well,
coming
the
back
first question
now.
we have to ask is if we have to feed one of us to this pet, which one are we feeding?
You.
Why?
Well, wait. Why is this even a question? We don't have to.
Can we just get
It's
a move on?
called a joke, sweetheart.
I just
Walking
You
and
came up with
talking,
the
Renok.
suggestion.
Oh,
Some of us can do
Okay.
two things at once. Let's go.
do you not remember the last night? There was 3 of you on my back.
Yes, but you also weren't
But he
talking.
wasn't talking.
Not that you can understood.
Most of the time, I was a bat.
I do that as a person.
It's not much of an
Also,
improvement.
I'm very...
God, you're so stubborn and weird in the morning.
Renok, you notice
In the
that he's
morning?
smirking when he says this.
He's
Like still
stubborn and weird
monotone, but like
in the
that's
morning?
the dry
In the
humor side.
morning.
Yeah.
You're gonna specify that to the morning? Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me just check. Intelligence low. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Daddy.
Renok,
Yes.
when we're gonna cross this running river area, are you gonna turn into a bear at all to cross it? You can probably swim better as a bear, right?
To be honest with you, I would rather just jump and leap and frolic over it if I can, unless you need me to turn into a bear.
I'd like you to turn into a bear. Then I can ride you.
Around this river.
I mean, I guess I am agile as a bear form. All right, Janus, are you okay to walk? Are you in any position that you need assistance?
I just have a question. Grim, do you think that bats qualify as rats?
Oh,
Yes.
Rat?
for sure.
That's rude. Why?
Well,
They're
actually,
rodent.
They're still, yeah, Maefyre's right,
Rats?
they're rodents, so are they just
Yes.
rodents with different wings than a bird?
Are you trying to
Yeah,
feed me to the?
No. That is an option
it-
now, isn't it?
I actually believe.
I mean, you go in
about
as a bat.
mice.
Yeah, there have been stories about people going inside of things and killing them from the inside. Maybe if we need to kill it, we could just throw you in bat form in there.
Bats are
Can't you
closer
just
to
pull
mice.
something out of your bag and give it to him?
You turn back into humanoid form, and you, like, from the inside out.
I don't want to be eaten as
You
anything,
won't be eaten.
Yeah,
you won't
well,
be
there's
eaten.
It's kind of a
eaten.
gray
You'll
area.
be momentarily displaced.
and I don't want to feed any of us to this thing.
Yeah, then you're gonna
Well,
be a little
nobody
skin
thought that we
sandwich.
had
It'll
to
be
feed
okay.
actual one of us.
I hate all
to
of
this
you.
thing other than Renok. So, but I don't know why
Hold
Renok-
on, hold
Or
on.
skin
I only
jacket,
brought that
depending on
up
how you look at it.
our fear's sake, not this conversation about us choosing who's going to get
Fearing
eaten.
unnecessarily. I don't know
Alright,
that it
yes,
was.
thank you.
Well, in that
That's
case,
okay.
if it does come for one of us, I'm pointing to you.
Why can't you just pull something out of your bag, like the Nothic?
Because
I'm the
it
smallest
doesn't
one,
have
so
any
why
sustenance.
I would be.
See, and
no
that would be
more
the
than
same if it ate me as a bat.
To be fair, you have a bit of protein on you.
Most
I mean,
juicy
how do
real
we
hair
know?
is
You
you,
know,
Renok.
maybe you do have protein. Has anyone ever eaten you?
No, it was
No,
about
that's
the
why I'm
ever
still
eaten?
alive.
Have you ever eaten a bat?
I've taken point as navigator.
No.
To figure out where the fuck
I
to
am
go.
very much instigating this argument continually.
I like start the argument so that they don't get in my way, like, and then start navigating.
I'm bored enough that I'm
Wait,
okay
real
with
quick.
this conversation going on.
You guys haven't left the hermit's house yet. You're still staring at the open water.
I thought we were walking.
Walking.
I
It
thought we
is
were
a
walking and
river
talking.
that's south of you. You cannot walk
We're not
across the
walking?
river.
Okay.
Oh, we can't.
Okay, that was a
Okay.
clear motion that we did not gather. Okay,
Right,
so if
sorry.
we see this, how do we get around it?
How
big is it?
How big is it? Yes.
What's his face made a temporary bridge?
Yeah, it's a bit further that way.
How big of it? It looks like there's a smaller strand that is mostly boggy, but there's a larger, maybe 30 feet across that is. You can definitely see that it's running water. You can't tell how deep.
Is there a path down the river or up the river that looks to be smaller from our position that we can see? We can start walking that direction.
Upriver to the east, it is just it's basically where you are now, just a rock island. The only way you can really kind of go without directly going into water is west, back towards the cart tracks.
Okay. Then that's where we'll start.
So you're heading back to the cart tracks and heading west?
Until we find a way across the river, yeah? We go south.
No trees to push down around here or anything like that.
I have a question. How far is it across a river? Like how far is the crossing? Or how wide?
It's about 30 feet across where you are now.
It's 30 feet.
There's a little bit of an island halfway across.
Does anybody have the fly spell?
I
No,
could.
I have water walk.
That would have been helpful across the river.
Water walk.
Are you strong enough to? Can someone
You just
carry
cast that
us?
on us, and then we can go
Yeah.
across the river there, Maefyre.
Cast that on some of us.
So we can go up. 10 of us can get the range. Can get this ability, and the range is 30 feet. So we could all go. If it's you said it was 30 foot, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we could all go across.
30 foot is the casting of the spell, Maefyre, for all of us within range to put it on us. It lasts for like what, 10 minutes, an hour?
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's not by it's by we have it within 30 feet. It's not the distance of the cross of the river or something.
You have water walk for up to 10 people for an hour.
This is range area 30 foot.
Yes, that's how many
They have
people.
to be within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so even if the river was 60 feet across, we could still go across.
It depends on
give
the
people water
duration. How
walk,
long
right?
does it last?
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I would like to cast water walk. It says I need a
Okay.
piece of cork.
I'm assuming
You can have one.
spell.
If you have
I
a
can have a
spell
piece of
focus,
cork.
you can do it.
I believe I didn't like
Your holy symbol or whatever.
You buy
the holy symbol, my emblem. I can use that instead. For water walk.
It's like a replacement
He's a
substitute.
criminal.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast it. And
Everybody Naruto run,
what does
go.
somatic mean? What does somatic mean?
Hand motions.
And I do hand motions.
Sign
Just
language.
Water
Water walk.
I do something like that, and then
Water
then I
Whatever. Water walk.
Yeah.
You,
bite on the
walk
cork and
across
spit
the
it out, and then we all get the benefit of water walk.
I'm going to. Can you bend down a little bit, Renok? I don't want to walk on the water. It's, wet.
I haven't transformed yet.
No. Just give me a piggyback. As you.
Camilla, why
okay.
can't you walk on the water?
I can walk on water. I think. I just don't
Do
want
it.
to.
Then do it.
We have a spell.
Okay.
You won't get wet.
She does
Okay.
this. She's like,
You won't get wet. You can even walk across molten lava with this spell. So don't worry about
Does she
it.
sink?
oh my goodness. Wow. This is quite nice. This is really cool.
I mean,
She's like,
Look how we
spinning
bullied
in a
her into having a
circle
good time
while
on
walking on the
accident.
water.
We bullied her into a good time. I love that phrase so much.
Wait, bullied it into what?
We bullied her into a good time.
Oh yeah. Like, wow, this is really cool. I thought it was gonna sink right away.
I'll have to see Camilla do this. I'm gonna go stand the next round. We'll walk with her and just say, listen, I don't know what's going on with you, but I have a general idea that you probably fear something similar to what I fear. So I understand that I have more trust in my friends than I have in my fear. So we're okay. Yeah, like this is fine.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
Good. I don't have a problem with any of you. So yeah, that sounds good.
I have this spell because
Not yet,
I
at
don't
least.
own across water, so this is the best way to do that. You literally cannot sink with this spell at all.
I will say that Grim is a little snarky though.
This is probably the worst time to ask this question as we're on the water. Does this have a time limit?
I think it's snacky.
Like, will this sort of run out? Maybe Maefyre, like
You guys have finished
Yes,
crossing
1
the
hour.
water almost an
We'll run out in
ago.
1 hour, so let's go right now,
Oh.
please.
Okay.
I'm gonna like lean over to Renok. I was like, you better run and find out. He like smiles.
Ooh, look at There's fish right there.
I start taking deeper steps as I get a little bit faster.
Me too. I'm like,
Casually looking like they're like becoming a race.
Water walk on a moving river would feel so weird as like the ripples, you know, if it goes over stuff and you're stepping on them.
I think the magic would basically look like almost like a hovercraft where it like pushes it down. That's my image. Is it kind of just roils it down, like reroutes it.
that, or it's like, you know, magnet, so there's actually like a force
Yeah.
between, so we're not actually touching the water.
You get those water resistant shoes or like coats, and you run them under a faucet and just kind of goes.
We're walking like the
like right off of it, kind of like that.
Is that how it would feel? All right, okay. Yeah, I like the magnets one though, because I'm feeling like the force always feels nice.
Yeah, maybe we can
like the
feel like
push.
some slight. We can't see it, but there's like a slight resistance, and so we can't. When we try and put our foot down, the water's kind of like
What's that
displaced,
called?
It never touches
What's
our
that called
foot
on
or something like
the
that.
surface tension, right?
Yeah.
Surface tension.
I can tell you we have some surface tension.
Okay, got him.
Grim, are you? Never mind. Let's just keep going.
Maefyre, just remember that if you can, you're gonna need to have that available if we come back. So don't spend all your
That's
stuff.
why, yeah. So I should be able to cast this again to come back. I have one more slot.
All right, we'll
Cast
save
it.
that then, and we'll see if we can stay alive. Hopefully, feeding this little thing's not gonna be too much of an effort.
This is brilliant, by the way.
We should probably keep our eyes peeled for the food if we see anything that looks edible on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
You trudge through the swamps, heading south, and after a while, there's a larger structure emerging out of the swamp. Everything has kind of been bushes, small trees, but as you get up closer to this thing, you can see that there's a building underneath, tons of roots, tons of plants, vines growing all over it, but it is a larger structure standing out uniquely amongst the swamp. It seems to be on semi-firm soil. Everything's kind of tilted just a little bit, like it's sunk a little bit into the muck, but it's mostly intact.
Can I check for any recent damages to the temple or the surrounding area?
Kind of do a lap around the building. Give me a check here. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Oh no, I've got -2 on this. -1.
You rolled a 1, basically?
I rolled a 1 plus -1, 2. Yeah.
No.
Oh well. I got a crit negative.
Crit fail.
You can't make any meaningful interpretations about the building, but you do see that there does seem to be a door that is not covered in any vines.
Does this building have any symbology as we're approaching it? For deities or religious structures?
You can be the second investigation check. Yeah.
Guys, in my investigation, I have found that there's a door over there. Blends well with my
Beware
character.
the door.
Course I
Wait,
found it.
it's like El Dorado is like the trail that leads.
I got 14 on this.
Yeah.
You kind of pull some vines aside. They're really thick all over this structure. You can't find any forms of writing, but you follow Renok kind of along his lap where he's, doing that thing where he slaps the side of it and is just like, yeah, it seems sturdy. You would pull up to the side with the door as well, and you could tell that some magic is here, keeping the vines from encompassing at least this side of the building. And so the doors are clear.
Okay.
So no religious symbols, just kind of temple-like. Like no holy symbols of deities or anything.
There's no writing anywhere on the building that you could find, but there is a plaque.
Would our cleric or paladin like to do a vibe check on this place? If it was a temple, it would have been maybe consecrated at some point, or...
Oh,
Wow.
do you want me to do
I could do this.
the what was it? The good and evil? Not good and evil.
Yeah, for some reason,
You want me to
Divine
do it
sense.
undead? Check the look for undead.
Divine
What's it
sense.
called?
Divine sense, thank you. I always forget.
I don't have divine.
I do. I in
Oh,
fact
you
have
do.
it.
Okay.
Vibe check time.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I missed what's happening.
So I'm using one of my divine sense checks to see if I could detect pure and evil.
No pings
so.
coming back. It seems neutral.
No celestial fiends, no undead, nothing.
No celestial, no undead.
Oh,
Hello,
guys, I am seeing
These
nothing.
vines here. It looks like we can get in this way.
I've been going through one of the books I picked up in the first town, and just looking at all the mushrooms, seeing if anything's edible, anything's usable for potions.
If you want something edible, you should have gone back to sleep.
You would know that the hermit was growing a bunch of useful mushrooms, but you don't see any in the immediate vicinity right now.
Okay.
Janus, you were trying to open the door. There's no handles, just the inscription.
What is the plaque written in
It's in common.
comment? Okay, what does it say?
It says, "Speak the truth of the beast beyond to enter." And then, just because I'm throwing a puzzle at you, the door seems to be expecting an 8-letter word. There are clues for finding each letter of the answer. Determine the answer to each clue and extract the letter that it is asking you to. And so this is the rest of the inscription.
All right.
Okay, use the letters with 2 people that have ADHD. Let's go.
Okay. First letter, what moves trees with only a whisper?
Wind,
Wind
Wind.
or a breeze.
breeze.
Second to last letter, mother and father. E? Would that be E? It's mother and father.
Mother, father,
Oh,
daughter,
shit.
son.
I got it right.
I'm
Jesus.
guessing it's father. But,
All right.
Okay, let's do this out of order if we need to.
even if it was
Let's
daughter,
read
it'd
these
still
out
be
for
a
the
D.
stream if you guys don't mind.
Dude.
Okay.
So number 2
you
is
can do it.
second to last letter of mother and something. So if it's the second last letter of mother and father, it would be ER. And that also works for daughter and brother. So that seems like E is the next letter. Third letter says the first letter of 5, feral and foaming.
First letter of 5, feral and foaming. Rabies. No.
E.
Let's spell rabies.
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Or rabbit.
Sorry, well, I'm an idiot. For first letter of 5 is F.
R.
I don't know why I said that.
First letter of 5 of feral and foaming would be
F.
rabies or
Rabies
rabid.
or rabbit, which is still R.
3, 4, 5. Rabbit is 5 letters.
Okay, so probably that then.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
guessing.
4 is, or sorry, first letter is R. And
Yeah.
number 4 says pursued, chased, or tracked.
Hunted.
That's the second to last letter.
Another E, perhaps, from hunted.
Hunted, yeah. Hunted for what? Pursued, chased, tracked.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll just go on from there for now, and then we can always circle back if we're getting stuck. Second letter of First, masticate. Second,
Swallow.
swallow.
Swallow?
Yeah,
Masticate
masticate
means
swallow.
chew.
Chew. Yeah.
Second
That gives us
letter
2
is
Ws.
W.
Yeah.
6 is second or third letter come to play when the sun
Moon.
goes down.
Oh.
Moon. Yeah, moon.
Or monsters?
A doleful cry uttered.
I think monsters. I hope it's
Like
not monsters.
Werewolf.
Monsters?
Werewolf, yeah. That's what
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
I'm not even
like
gonna read the
werewolf?
last ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
werewolf.
Janus, you speak the word and the door opens a crack.
Perfect.
I mean, there's a werewolf in here. By the way.
Maybe it's something werewolf.
It says speak the truth of the beast beyond to enter, not
The
just
door,
its
the
name.
door's open. It's,
Oh, okay, okay.
You can now push it.
But you have to have the strength of the beast to open the door, Chamilla, and I push it open.
You said is it a humanoid, and he said
Oh, well,
sometimes.
you did a great job.
I don't know. I like puzzles. It just goes
Yeah,
in,
fun.
and I high five
Yeah.
Grim on the way in.
I picture Grim and Janus just like sticking their heads together like, what have you seen?
Yep.
No one's like,
Like this.
Just give him a high five as I'm walking the door.
The door is
can we-
surprisingly light. Janus, you were able to push it in without too much trouble. What did you
Is
want
now
to do,
good-
Chamilla?
Is now a good time to go on break now that we open the door?
Yeah, we can go on just before we see what the pet is.
Okay, but
Or you can show us
for
the
the
pet, there you
chat,
go.
if you guys do want to know the last clues, because we got there after we got 2 W's and an O. The
what it
7th
is.
clue was the last letter of a doleful cry uttered, and the 8th one was the first letter of a wild state, not house trained.
Let's try it.
doleful cry. I don't know what that is. Doleful, actually. I don't know.
For wine, a wine,
Would that
Wine.
go back to being
but it'd be
It'd
have
be
to be
werewolf.
old.
It'd
It
be
would be a
owl.
howl,
How? There
I
it
was
is.
thinking
Howl.
and then the
Oh,
first
yeah.
letter of a wild state, not house trained.
What house client?
Feral.
Yeah, the feral, yeah.
God damn it, Chef, he does it again.
You did.
You done did it. Chef,
No,
something weird.
He said sometimes it's human. He said that. He said because we asked if it's humanoid, and he said sometimes.
I'll be
So-
honest, I'm not okay with
We're
a
on break.
werewolf being a.
We're on break.
Oh, okay. Well, in
I'll
that
go get
case,
some,
I'll just keep
some
my thoughts to myself.
I mean, that is weird. Yes.
I mean,
As a
right
pet,
now,
yes.
Right
It's
now, it'd be
weird,
okay.
yes.
Were creatures are human beings. They're humanoids.
Yeah,
They're
they
not
have, like,
to be made a
they have,
pet.
like, intellect.
Fun fact: where means human.
There you go.
Oh, is it like an old English?
You know what
word or
this means,
something?
gentlemen?
Humanoid.
It would
Yeah,
be
human.
Latin.
Prison break.
Is that correct?
Uh,
I think so.
let's look.
It might be Greek.
I'm gonna hop off. Or not hop off, but go take my break.
I'm just gonna search what
I'll go
etymology.
like,
It just says Old English, late.
From
W-E-R
Man.
means man. Which in Old English, man would be short for like mankind or race.
Hmm.
Or not race, excuse me. What's the word I'm looking for? Species. Because, oh, that's right. Lichen would be the Latin one, I think.
lycanthropy, lichen. Yeah.
Let me
What
check.
word is it?
Yeah, it is. New Latin
Yeah.
from Ancient Greek. Lycaon. So Lycaon. And
Oh,
it
man.
comes from the word that means wolf. Lichen means wolf in Latin.
So does lupus, though,
Excuse me.
right?
Well,
Maefyre lupus.
it could
lupus is
be-
also.
Okay, so
For
lupus is
lupine,
Latin,
right?
lichen is Greek.
Lichen is
Derivative.
Yeah, so lupus. Oh,
Terrific.
I'm not trying to find out about the disease. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I misspelled it too. Lupus for wolf is US. Lupus.
Well, Google is broken right now. So it's
Lichen on the
really fucking
tree,
broken.
Carrie? That has a different
Lichen?
spelling.
That's
Lycan.
Lycan.
CH, is that right, Dallan?
I think so. I think it's a CH. L-I-C-H-E-N.
I don't think so. I think it's
It is. Oh, that's a lichen. Or like, yeah, no,
yeah,
that's
L-I-C-H. That's right. And then E-N.
Yeah.
What is a-
Interestingly,
what is a
there's a symbiotic relationship between a fungus and an algae.
You know what's funny? I hated etymology when I was in high school in my English classes, and as an adult, I am fascinated by it.
It's the method
It's
of
one
how
of
you
my
are taught.
favorite things in the world is etymology. I love it.
What's so cool to think about? There's like the emergence of languages and how they all separated and like isolated themselves when people couldn't travel and talk a lot.
Yeah, because like
how,
a lot of people
words blend and
in the West, like where we're from, we don't have any concept of like how kanji were derivative of other things. But like here, learning a little bit of Japanese as much as I can with the language, like everything being based in Chinese and like old symbology, very interesting how things derive from one another. And when they learn English, they're like, oh, this is just another world language. But it's like, you know, to them, it's just as foreign as kanji is to us.
Yeah.
So for them to understand that like Latin and Greek and French and all these other things are derivative in English is like fascinating to them. I'm like,
I think it's interesting. I wonder if there's like a easier understanding of etymology, or like if English speakers have a like, or original English speakers, when they like learn about it, they have like an easier time understanding like etymology of words just based on how much of a bastard language English is from all these other things, or like the other languages don't have as much influence from other places as,
you know what's
like,
interesting?
English is.
All of the like non-English speaking European countries that are like strong bilingual, trilingual countries have like Germanic roots. So like Sweden, Netherlands, Germany, Luxembourg, what's the other one? Finland and Holland. Yeah. Well, Netherlands and Holland are the same. They're both Dutch.
And Finland's not real, so
Finland's not a.
Finland can't attack you.
Norwegian is also another one.
Finland does not exist.
It's like how like Devon or something is a county here. It's like a county. That's my understanding.
I finally got. So I am on my computer. I'm using just the regular processor. But Chef, something weird. I just no. I'm waiting for people to tell me where to ship it. Ship the graphics card. But weird thing, I disabled my graphics card in the like system settings, and now it's outputting to the monitor that it's plugged into without crashing anything, even when I like open stuff up.
Which one did you disable?
The NVIDIA graphics card.
So do you have an integrated graphics card on your motherboard?
Well, yes.
Did you find that out by accident? Is that what you're trying to get at with that slide?
No, we knew when we first started troubleshooting.
Okay.
I told him to get an integrated.
Yeah, that was a smart move,
which is good.
Cari's does not have an integrated graphics card, so if her graphics card ever croaks, she's fucked.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, well, there he goes. He's back.
I'm back. Sorry, we're keeps resetting.
Okay, again.
Am I connected?
But yeah,
Keep
Your
losing you.
PC got mad because you were talking shit to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a card pack while we're waiting on Gallon to get back. And look what I pulled.
Ooh, that's so cute.
Ooh.
It's a full art Charmander. Foil.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Very
Yes,
adorable.
we can hear you.
I switched to the headphones. No more feedback.
We can hear the
So
words.
normally it's like this, Goldy.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I see him.
What is
Yeah,
it?
like I think you
Huh?
could link up certain cards together to make a fully formed picture as well.
Oh, I did not know that.
Pokemon cards.
I think this one's supposed to be pretty valuable. and I was just checking the centering on
Is
it,
it?
and I don't think the centering's very good on the back.
I don't think it's like with every card, but I know some of them do. See if
Well,
I can find something.
this is Hitokage, so it's like, you know, Charmander and Charizard cards are kind of like collector's items. You're given enough time and enough, I don't know, grading scales.
Why? Because people love Charizard.
Yes.
You
Well,
kidding
and
me?
trading card games are fucking insane. With
Jodie,
Yeah.
you grew up with this
They do.
big I
I
did. You know they do.
I know that. I noticed that Rob started playing Yu-Gi-Oh on stream.
Yeah.
The Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's like a free-to-play game, right? That you have to like.
Well,
buy
it's not
cards,
free to
I'm
play, but
guessing.
it is free to play. You don't have
It's
to
not
spend
free
money
to
on the
play,
game,
but
like
it is.
like any mobile game. You can spend
Oh
money
yeah,
on it.
yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah, but if you want to, you
Right.
can buy the cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making like a Pokemon like trading. It's not even like a proper trading card game, but it's like you can.
It's an app.
like a collectible card game, an app. Yeah.
It's a game,
Where like
yeah.
the pictures are like you can see in the pictures. You can see into them. Like they're bigger than the.
I've been wanting to
the
play it
screen or
actually
stuff.
because it's the same as TCG, same rules, but it's run by Pokemon Company and not Pokemon Company International, so therefore it's banned in Japan. So like it's region locked and I can't play it here, even though I have an American account
But it's not
on
even
Google
out
Play.
yet. What do you mean?
Yes, it
Probably
is.
'cause
Hang
of
on, I thought
gambling.
I wasn't out. I thought it wasn't out yet.
Oh, it's been out.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They canceled the previous one so that this one was out. It's called TCG Live.
You see, I don't like
Saw that
follow
on
all these
the-
mobile
thing.
games.
Yeah, it's very,
Yeah.
very, very well
I don't
made,
either.
actually. Also, just in case those of you were wondering, a first edition ungraded Charmander is going for like $30.
Nice.
I
One card.
before my expensive deck box with all my good cards in it got stolen, I was an avid Magic the Gathering player.
What?
That's
Wow.
horrible.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
So
Was you furious?
oh yeah,
No
I'd be
shot.
furious.
This card, PSA 10, is worth
Yeah.
$160.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, there is it.
I just looked it up, and that's in
Pretty
English.
sick.
That's not even the
Why
Japanese
are you
version.
touching it with your oily hands?
I knew
What's
this
the
thing was
Japanese
valuable the
one
second I
worth?
opened it.
But by the way, Rob, I've put it into general. That's just an example of what like, combining cards together make like a bigger picture looks like.
Oh, that's
Time
fucking
to
great,
sell
dude.
it. Oh, you can actually do that. I didn't know. Oh, okay, I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, a couple of them do.
That's
Even
cool.
some of the packaging also has a very similar style of like there's a bigger picture if you combine them together.
Also,
Oh,
Chef,
that's
I
cool.
understand if this was not something you picked up somewhere else, like spending time making these puzzles for us to solve it in like 5 to 10 minutes is like somewhat satisfying and also somewhat demoralizing at the same time.
Wait! Did you make this, Chef? Did you make that puzzle?
Yeah, I made that puzzle.
It's very well
oh my
done.
god, that's awesome.
It's very well done.
That was good.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't
I'll-
make it. Or,
I just, I mean,
I don't
it's
think
look up words related to wolves and try to make them spelled werewolf.
Yeah.
No, that's
Maybe.
really
This one wasn't-
cool. That's really
This
cool.
one was meant to be easy because it's a critical plot point. If there's a hard
Yeah,
puzzle
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
makes
can't
sense.
solve, maybe it's just 42 gold that's hidden there rather than
Ha.
than something more lucrative.
We might need
Yeah.
42 gold. We gave that halfling.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
gave
we were-
32 gold,
We
and
were
now I have
all
none.
pretty hard role playing
Oh my
that
god,
one.
did you?
I just want to make sure that is a reference to the question, right?
Fuck, this one's a
No, you
$200
gave the-
graded card.
You gave the hermit 42 gold.
Okay, that's because I thought you were referring to like the ultimate question and the ultimate answer is, oh, it's not 40.
From yeah, I don't think you meant that, but yeah.
Yeah, I fucked up. Never mind. My bad.
Well, he didn't fuck up. It's just like I think he meant the gold we
I
ended
think
up
the
spending.
ultimate answer is 69.
Yeah.
True.
Nice.
Well, you would think that, Cari. You would think that.
Are we ready to dive back in?
No, after that,
I'm
I'll
ready
play
for
somewhere
the
We
else.
still have
Mesh-
water walking on. We're not diving into anything.
I think Mesh isn't walking.
Yeah, Mesh
I think
isn't.
Mesh isn't here.
I'm here.
Mesh is
here?
rolling
okay.
in his ring.
Let's go then.
All right.
We have water walking
never
on for 1 hour, and we probably got across the river in like
It's
5
been like
minutes.
2 or 3 hours since crossing the river.
Oh, okay. So it's,
south.
okay. Well, ignore what I said then.
Down, down,
Let's go.
Down by the river.
Inside the building, there's a courtyard, and it's an open courtyard, but the ceiling has been taken over by dense leaves and foliage that has engulfed the entire building. There's just small streaks of light filtering down from above. Columns ring the courtyard that's holding a small roof that rings the perimeter of the courtyard. At the center of the courtyard, a drow lays splayed on the ground, staring upward through the small gaps in the leaves. He sits up as you enter, responding to the heavy groans of protest from the doors. A heavy metal collar is around his neck with a chain leading away that connects him to the far wall where a stake is driven deeply into the solid, smooth, white stone of the structure. Surrounding the stake are large scratches that are taller than Maefyre.
How old do the bindings look?
The chains are shiny and fresh looking.
Ah. Oh, okay,
You said
but
he's a drow?
is there markings on the wall or like they've been replaced? Like,
The markings seem to like radiate
drow?
around the stake, but they seem to never be able to touch it.
How do you spell drow? I don't know what that is.
DROW.
D-R-O, yeah. What he said.
Layla's a half drow.
Ooh, how do you
I
feel
know,
about
but I don't know what it looks like, so...
Very
Ebony skin.
Stone
ebony
colored
skin, white hair.
Or
Who's
like
Layla?
this.
Oh, thank you.
Or like
okay, this is
Layla.
a drow.
Who's Layla?
Thank
Who's
you.
this Layla, you guys?
But Layla... Hang on, Layla's not in this game.
Exactly. Who's
But
this
you know
Layla?
who she is.
Guys,
Well,
give
I
me
know,
examples,
but-
alright?
The drow is looking
Well,
at
thank you for
with
the
a
picture.
confused expression. What are you mentally... Never mind. How are you?
How do we free you?
Are you hungry?
I could do with some food.
What would you like?
Can we free
That
you?
would be very handy.
We were told that you were somebody's pet.
Maybe we should let the person talk before we start bombarding with questions.
Do you have any silver on
That
you?
wasn't a question.
Depends.
No, I don't have any silver.
Then it may be
I don't
best
know.
to keep your distance. I'd hate for there to be an unhappy accident.
I don't know if I have silver on me.
Let me ask you plainly. Are you a danger to us?
Right now, no.
Okay.
You
We-
can't want to be trapped down here.
Yes.
I do not.
I'm
I don't.
Um,
Lucky.
I don't necessarily like my prison, but my jailer treats me well enough.
Why have you been imprisoned?
What he said.
Didn't you read the inscription outside? I am a rabid beast.
Some of the time.
I should have come in as a bear.
Some of the time you
I made hand down a handful of grapes while I'm eating the other batch.
You hand him a handful of what?
Well,
Grapes.
He
Where are
kind
the
of looks
grapes
at them and is like,
coming from?
I usually
Okay.
prefer something a little meatier, but this will suffice.
Take what you
Um,
can get.
Plucks a few into his mouth.
I don't like this. I get.
Do you want
Are we
to be
allowed
here?
to free you?
I can't control what you do.
Do you want to be freed?
I would like to be freed, yes.
I'm going to turn to everyone else.
But
Is
I don't necessarily think it's a good idea.
Are you
Okay.
willfully
Oh, I
here?
don't think it's a good idea for you to be chained either.
I would.
Are you willfully here?
Mm,
In a manner of speaking.
certainly not willfully, but I understand that my imprisonment has some benefits on the wider community.
But you're being called a pet and you're chained here.
I'm being kept here for a reason, and I'm very aware of that reason.
I don't.
Yes, it's
why
danger
do
to
you
other
want to be
people.
told that you're some sort of creature that's dangerous? You're a humanoid. You have sentience and desires.
Only some of the time, Camilla.
Well,
I
then
think-
most of the time he should be free to go.
He
Is that what you would say
his
about
nostrils
murderers?
flaring as he's sniffing the air, and he's like, there are others that are beasts here, but I'm sure that they retain a bit more of their humanity as they are transformed.
So you're a feral
Yeah,
werewolf.
I'm just gonna
When you
step
transfer.
forward.
I think werewolves
What is
are not
wrong?
have the same consciousness as when they're humanoid. I think they are
of them do.
completely rabid.
Don't you turn into
some
it
of-
with
some of
the
them
moon
do,
or
it-
something? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. If we would continue, Jodie.
I was just going to answer Grim. I said some of them maybe, but he said he doesn't. He says he doesn't.
Can't you just put yourself somewhere when you turn?
I am somewhere for when I turn.
Come on.
The rest of the time.
Let me ask you, when you do turn, do you have any kind of your own faculties whatsoever?
I wake up more often than not. In the past, I mean, these days I just wake up drenched in sweat, but in the past, I'd wake up to the rising sun covered in blood of God knows what.
Do you remember turning?
I remember the brief moments before primal instincts take over.
So then it stands to reason that you are aware of when you're about to turn, right?
I have about a 10-second notice.
What
Yeah, I
triggers
think
it?
it doesn't.
Is it the moon?
The moon.
Okay.
Can't you just
I-
lock yourself up at nighttime?
Yes, I was going to suggest the phases of the moon. While I am not of a complete understanding of them, I do know that they come and go. So can't you not schedule yourself to be in a position where you are away from everyone else and live your life normally otherwise?
Again, I have been away from everyone else for quite some time, and he kind of kicks at the chain, and this is what it takes to keep me constrained, and also gestures at the building around him. This is beyond my means. I couldn't even gather enough silver to even begin to fathom at building a chain like this. I certainly cannot build a prison worth probably thousands of gold and resources and magic to fuel it. So no, I cannot lock myself each night because I was never born into wealth like some of you seem to be.
Let's start over for a
Sorry,
brief moment.
quick question: is that chain made from silver? Is chained up with?
I believe it is just plated in silver, but
Plated
I
in
cannot
silver.
touch it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let us
yeah.
start over for a brief moment. My name is Janus. You can refer to me as Jay. That will be appropriate.
You may call me Adenril Nadra.
May you please spell that for us?
I'm working on it.
Please.
ADXZQ44.
No, you're
You got
making
it,
that
man.
up.
I'm so
One
proud
more
of you.
time, Rob.
It's in a general.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ADNXQ04, as he said, obviously.
444.
Hey.
Yeah, there's different spellings.
Should be several exclamation points here.
I almost said 004. Do 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 do. Nadra.
800 588.
Chef, is this family name familiar to me?
Give me a history check.
Oh, you bet your britches. Do I get advantage on this history check?
No, only because I haven't written it and I'm hoping you fail.
I got a 2. You're in luck.
Okay, you don't recognize it.
All good.
Does he have any amenities at all? Like a bed or...
You notice that the climate in here is it's a little less humid, it's a little less inhospitable than it is outside. There must be something magical seemingly take care of the place. There's no bed, so to speak.
Oh, to keep clean it.
And he sees you looking around, he's like, there was furniture at one point, but not anymore. Something destroyed it.
Well, we know you're here now. So if you have any requests, we can maybe forward those on for you.
Something a bit more substantial might be nice. Perhaps an alligator, if you wouldn't be so
what?
so troubled.
Would you like us to divide it in portions?
Hold up. How in the hell do you think we're going to catch an alligator?
There's probably one right out fucking.
We live in a swamp currently.
Well, go ahead, Grim. Go and fetch it for us and bring it.
How long has it been since the last time you ate?
If I keep any food here, my beast form consumes anything that's out. So
And you don't get to eat?
I don't typically find myself too hungry, which is a blessing, but I probably eat maybe once or twice a week.
Is there any way to cure you?
I do not know if there's a cure for lycanthropy.
Okay. Question. Why are you locked up? And who locked you up? Because clearly, for you to be here and to be such
we know who locked him up.
We know who and why.
We know
He
who
doesn't-
locked him
It's
up.
because he's gonna kill people when he turns into a beast.
He's gonna kill people.
I understand that.
And
What I'm
Okay,
saying is,
Perhaps
hold on.
a clarification
Wait,
is
okay.
my jailer is not the one who locked me here.
Who locked you
I was
here?
locked
Okay.
here by some of these a tribe of bears came and
We've heard
to
of
give
them.
the full story. The pack that I was running with when I was younger,
Right.
it was a rather violent group that had turned rabbits for quite some time, and in my human form I was aware more than the others that what we were doing was needless to say, I was a member of the pack, not necessarily a willing member, and when we turned, we would wake up back in our den with bodies that would feed us for months. And I have my regrets in this life. But we started, I noticed we started finding some bear cubs amongst our food source, and I guess the tribe that the bears came from did not take too kindly to that, and a large group of them amassed and attacked our den, and had it not been for a keeper of the feather, I would have also been killed. I was fortunate to be, talking with some of these ravens for some time, and they were watching this extermination take place, and they helped to plead my case to the bears, who have now imprisoned me here with a dutiful jailer, whom I'm sure you have already met.
We sure have.
He ensures I get fed, although a bit too infrequently for my taste. And I see one of you has perhaps a connection to that tribe. That is interesting, to say the least.
Don't take this the wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, who?
Yeah.
He nods at Renok and is like, he smells of the bear tribe.
Are you? Are
He
you part
can't
of them?
transform into a bear.
Yeah, that's true.
I am not of any tribe. I can just turn into a bear. It's a choice, not a commitment.
Is this?
And I say a tribe of bears because, as you know, bears are solitary in most situations. For 40 or 50 of them to be attacking at once, encroaching on a den that isn't safe, it was a deliberate decision. Something that a bear alone could not do. This was a coordinated effort. For a time, the ravens visited me as well, but they have stopped now.
Apparently, they're no longer alive.
He frowns, kind of unhappy about that.
Don't take this the wrong way, but wouldn't it be easier for them to just kill you outright? Why lock you up?
When they were attacking, many of my brothers and sisters fought back. I tried to run. I had a few more logical thoughts in my head, and as these 4 or 5 of my siblings would jump onto one of these bears that would swat all of them away like children attacking a giant. It was a hopeless battle, and every single one of my brothers and sisters was eradicated. And I saw that coming early in the fight. But the bears tracked me, found me alone, and that's when the ravens interceded, and I pled my case that I still had a bit of my sanity even in my human form. Or I had a bit of sanity in my human form compared to my brothers who had none in either.
Surely, if you were worth saving to them, you're worth having a life unchained.
If I were unchained and I committed atrocities again, my life would be forfeit. I would not be surprised to wake up with a paw on my throat, ending me briefly. Had there been a full moon, though, there likely would have been a different outcome to the den invasion. So, just good timing on behalf of your friends. And he gestures at Renok, implying your friends.
Oh.
Just to be very clear, I have no association with any other bears. I'll make that very clear to you.
Are you lying right now? He's gonna squint his eyes and check.
Huh?
What?
Are you alive?
Are you lying right now? He's trying to
Are you
basically
lying?
check if you're lying.
I am not lying. I have
If you
no
are,
need to lie.
could you roll a deception?
I'm not lying. I don't know why I went for that. I'm not actually lying.
Yeah, and if any one of us is gonna lie, it's gonna be me.
Sorry, I instinctively went for a
And
roll,
me.
but so I am not right.
My magical
Alright.
plus 10 deception at level.
He'll
I-
just kind of. Well, regardless, you share their stink. You may not know of them, but you are of them. Part of
Try
that
not to-
stink, just the same odor, same smell.
I just hope you don't judge their actions onto me.
I think he's already done that.
Does your pack
I
have a name?
judge actions of the individual, not as the tribe, as I've also been judged.
Well, that's good to hear.
Did your old pack have a name?
Not that I'm aware of. It was a feral group. The even in human form, the others would sit around and gnaw bones and chop meat. Mindless things that they were subhuman at that point. They would communicate by grunting and fight constantly. It was a pack of idiots. But family
Well then.
nonetheless.
I suppose that we could talk to some other folks, and then if we find ourselves over here again, then maybe we can have another chat.
Can I do anything to make you feel more comfortable? I have prestidigitation. I can help clean you. You can have my bedroll.
If you leave anything within my reach, it will get destroyed. Unless it is an alligator, in which case it will get consumed. Something meaty would be fantastic. And you can see that he's like
Salivating.
salivating. His mouth is
Yeah.
dripping.
Yeah.
And he
Right.
breaks
Well-
away. It's just like, sorry, it comes out sometimes. You know
So
how it is.
you've never heard of any way or any sort of powerful being that can remove this like lycanthropy for you so that you could be freed.
I've never seen it done.
Some things we have to live with, Camilla. Some things we
Not
also have to
being
die with.
not being gained in a. She just shakes her head and walk. She's gonna like shake her head and like walk out the.
I don't know if being chained is
I don't see
necessarily
any
his.
alternative.
Yeah, I'm with Maefyre. I don't think there's really much of an alternative at this stage. Maybe perhaps in the
At this
future,
point-
but
maybe at
it's-
some point, but not right now. Or that we can intercede.
I think that she's just very uncomfortable. She's same situation as when she was had the stake and you made her stab it. She's just like, I need to go out and get fresh air. I'm sorry.
All right, come with me, Camilla. Let's go find a gator. Get your mind off
Okay.
of it.
One last question.
Wait, why are you going? I thought you was like.
I'm gonna go
Don't
outside
know.
with her while we wait for you all.
Okay. Right.
I'll meet you
I got
outside.
one other question for you. Say you did break out of those chains. What would you do? What would you want to be done?
Get an alligator.
I've been in here long enough where I have thought the answer to that question hundreds of different times, hundreds of different ways. I don't know. It has become a distant impossibility in my head. I don't think like that anymore. This is my reality. It ends at these four walls.
Do you want to be killed?
I wasn't going to ask that, but do you?
No, I do not want to be killed.
I'm just asking.
As long as I have my sanity in this form, I cannot commit myself to that fate. If I died in beast in my beast form, I would be very understanding, but in this form, I would fight to survive just as any of you.
Okay.
How long have you been here?
I tried to keep counts with scratching the wall once, and then my beast form erased all my work. I had gotten up to 83 years
What?
before I stopped counting.
Out of
83
character, we
years?
know he knew the Ravens. They've been gone for at least
Been gone for
100.
over 100.
Does he look old to us?
Drow are like elf kind, so they'll live 400, 500 years.
500 to 1,000 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh,
They're
God.
underground elves.
So does he look
So
old?
he's been there for
No, he's
83 years. Okay.
At least 80.
Or over 83. So it's probably like 100 plus.
I've seen too many sunrises to count at this point.
Ah.
I'm gonna go get you some to eat, and I'll exit too.
An alligator? You gonna hop out and go and get one? I mean, you can turn into a bear.
See
and
you
get an
after a while,
alligator.
crocodile.
He calls out the door like, a big fat one, please. Oh.
Well, we'll do our best.
No one eats good in this place.
You've exited this little temple courtyard now, and the doors slide behind you, and you can hear some clicking and latching going on. Some mechanism is resealing them. The puzzle stays the same, and if you tested it, the code to open is still the same.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, gators are normal, natural hunters. They are also very well camouflaged in their habitat, so it won't be an easy find.
Would we be able to search on this side of the bank?
Yeah, you can search around. This side definitely seems like it's a little bit more firm earth. There's some larger trees around. You're, ascending into the foothills of the mountains to the south a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if this is going to help in any way, shape, or form, but I suppose I could summon some literal bait, if you wish. Maybe lure one out.
Just hold off until we actually need it.
Wait, hold up. Are you talking about that bag of tricks? The
I don't
bag
want
of
to mess
tricks?
with it until we have to deal
get out
with it.
that bag of tricks, on.
Let's give it a shot later.
Okay. Right then. Is anyone and then natural hunter? Anyone who's done any hunting?
No.
Yes.
None of us have hunting abilities.
Do
What
I
about
look
me?
like a hunter?
I've dabbled with hunting, but an assistant would be
Meshadieme?
helpful.
I can't say I've done this, but I don't know. I have a keen sense of something.
If you can find something, I can target it.
Would you like to shed more light on the bear clan thing, or is that something you're uncomfortable with?
Me?
Yes.
I truly have no idea or anything about the Bear Clan. I have no association with them whatsoever.
Have you just always been able to turn into a bear? Did you get some sort of powers? Maybe your grandfather? Or
Oh, honestly, it's one of those things I've never really thought about too much. I can just kind of do it, and I did.
Okay. Perhaps it's an ancient, long past ancestor thing.
Maybe. I wish I had more answers for you. I realize how I sound, but truth be told, I can just do it. That's all I know.
It's a good enough answer for us, but you're gonna have to think of something more creative if you get asked by somebody that doesn't like you as much.
True.
No, all I have is my honesty and my
It could
giant
be
sword.
also You were just a bear not long ago. Maybe it's just the act of being a bear makes you smell like the clan. Who knows?
Why don't you help me get my bearings over here and find this gator?
That's a good one. Yes, quite good. All right, let's see what I can do.
What do we gotta do, Chef?
Let's get this guy his bare necessities then.
Say again?
God.
It begins to
Is it
rain.
just like a whole bunch of bad
It's
puns
raining.
that are happening?
Wayne.
Who wants to take point on trying to? Well, there's a lot of options. Are you
There's a lot of
trying to use a skill check to try to find something, or bait something, or what's your plan?
I have a deck of cards. How does that help? Because I don't know what else to do in this situation.
Well, I think if we want to use like, I've got investigation and survival proficiencies that I can use to try to locate an area where we might think that there would be likely to be, and then start from there.
Let's do that.
You also know that light attracts things in the swamp. It's now raining, and so it's heavily clouded, and it's pretty dark outside. It could perhaps work just to hold up some light and see what comes to you.
Are they like the spawn, perhaps? Like if one of us were to have a cut, perhaps they can sense blood?
Not doing that again.
Oh God, not that again.
I would not suggest putting it in the muck, but perhaps just an open wound.
Let's not do that again.
Okay.
I don't think
I have
crocodile do that.
I have a
Sure you don't
modified.
want
It didn't go.
I
It
have a
didn't go so well last
modification.
time.
I have a modification to that idea. I could use Mage Hand to have some blood on and use that as like a bait.
Well, let's start with the light idea because that was very
Prestidigitation.
clearly coming. So if
We
we
can
just
make
stick
the
a
smell of blood.
that'll
We can
work,
make the smell
Camilla,
of blood
but
with
we need to stick a
prestidigitation.
listen to me.
Oh, sorry.
We need to put a stick in the mud and cast some light on it. So we'll just get a big stick, stick it down, put some
Make
light
it
on it for
allowed to put-
Maefyre, and then make it stink.
Light on you, Janus? If we're talking about sticks in the mud.
Ah,
Okay.
Oh my God.
I always have a stick in the mud on with some light, and I pull a sword out of the scabbard slightly. I just don't want to be the bait a
By the way,
second
those
time,
are quite dangerous swords.
but I appreciate the joke.
Also, sincerely speaking, I don't think that works.
See, Maefyre, not everyone has to be
Don't smell
offended when
blood.
I say something.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't smell the blood.
Are you eating ice cream?
No,
I want ice
Are you?
cream.
it's breakfast potato salad.
I'm drinking tomato juice, and now I want ice cream.
Now we all want ice cream.
It's just regular potato salad, but in the morning.
Hey, let's stop talking about ice cream. I'm
It's an
gonna want
odd
it.
breakfast.
All right,
Your
so
scream.
Mesh, let's put this stick down. Maefyre, cast some light on it. Camilla, make it stink, and we wait.
Thanks for the orders, leader.
Yeah, listen.
You are standing in a circle around this stick.
We should probably.
I'll go
We
hide.
should
Yeah, can we
conceal that. Yeah.
Hide.
I'm gonna jump up onto a tree and just stay very still. With my
Can
sword
I
just
hide nearby? Stealthy
I
check.
rolled bad. Jeez.
I'm naturally stealthy. And
Oh,
I
I
can
rolled
hide
good.
behind somebody.
Did Chef
so
ask
give
for
me
stealth, or are we just
100.
rolling?
Say
A
again?
D100?
Are we have to roll?
D100.
all of us.
I shall do that.
I just need one.
Okay.
1.
12.
Can I do it?
Oh, no, I was gonna say 90,
Wow.
99.
Wow.
Let him do
In
it.
a minute.
We
You
didn't.
pick
Carrie
a,
said
do you
she
want a
was gonna do it.
12 or you want the 99?
I want the 90.
Can you please do the 99?
It's been a minute.
So
do we get a really fat one? Fat, juicy one? Thick boy?
A thick boy.
Is this the size of the alligator? So we get like that alligator from like Peter Pan, the Peter Pan
We get a
one.
land shark.
Or that one from what was that
We
film?
get-
That giant alligator?
We get
alligator with a clock in its stomach.
Megalodon.
Like
Take-
classic.
we get Croc from Sonic. He's got the headphones and everything.
You guys are kind of watching from a distance as a large black and yellow salamander crawls out of the water. Its
How
tongue kind
large?
of lashing around. This thing is probably 10 feet long.
Oh my god, he's perfect.
What we were trying to get.
Oh,
but
he's so
I guess
cute.
it will do.
That's not.
Oh
an
no, but they're
alligator.
kind of
It's,
they're poisonous.
Werewolves are
Yeah.
resistant to poison.
Kind of is tasting the air and being drawn to this tasty looking morsel of a stick.
Cute.
And it gets close and its tongue touches the stick and it recognizes that it's not edible.
Not food.
Eldritch
Okay.
Blast.
Do it.
Did any of you have a plan to?
Yeah.
Does any of you have a
Commence
plan
ambush.
to
Heard an eldritch
catch
blast,
it once
so
it's
we need
got
a roll initiative.
What?
Sorry, I
We
like
did
the
Eldritch
idea of like
Blast?
a massive blast just destroying it.
Why do we have to? We have to roll initiative?
I mean, we're fighting, are we not?
No, are we?
You only have to fight the
Yeah, but
alligator to kill it.
Okay, I get advantage on initiative.
You know,
I roll 2 times because I get advantage. 18.
Oops, I did that wrong.
Eldritch Blast.
There's no tornado now.
Is the turn order not showing up for you guys?
We're not on the right map.
Vanished.
I can't. Yeah, I can see it, but I can't
see.
enter anything.
We don't have a map for this. You guys are just in the middle of nowhere, so we're just doing theater
Okay.
of the mind here on the
Excellent.
swamp.
Did I message you?
But no, we cannot see
I can't-
the issue.
There's no way to make it to enter anything.
It's okay if you just want to tell us verbally. We can just write it down.
Mine was 18.
And now all your
11.
characters are gone too. Perfect.
In
Really
19.
great
You
stuff.
guys re-add
Oh,
your tokens to
initiative 19.
the
Yeah,
map.
yeah.
Oh,
You guys
I'll
are at
write
the
it on
temple to the
here.
south.
Ocean man,
Ocean man, took me by the hand,
take me by the hand. Ocean man.
why must you unlock this core memory in my head?
Discordant memories. I got a 20.
A 20?
Oh,
I knew Cari would like it.
Look, we're using a silly British accent this
I
time.
got a
That-
20.
that is a
Is it
silly British
Scouse?
accent.
That is not. That's like Irish Scottish.
No, Jodie, I was
No,
gonna
he's
say
from-
it, but he's
He's
right.
doing a Scouse accent.
It's this.
He's
That's
doing
not
trying to-
British.
It's this.
Jodie, how many countries in our country?
Scousers?
I don't know if
still
it's Scouse.
British. If you do Scottish
The UK
accent,
is
it's
not
still-
Great Britain.
Jodie, how many countries in our country? You know he's right.
There's 4 countries in our country.
Uh-huh.
There's 4 countries. Great Britain, you're right.
Are you getting offended on someone else's
behalf?
behalf?
Ireland, but the UK.
Great
includes
Britain is not the
Northern Ireland.
UK. Great Britain is England.
In our
No, it's
region
not.
alone,
No,
there's
it's
like
not.
No, it's
20
not.
different
No,
dialects.
Really?
no.
I thought it was the
Great
United
Britain-
Kingdom and then Great Britain is England.
Great Britain is the name of the island, right? So the big,
Yes,
the
okay.
big island, the
Scotland on
next
it. Okay,
island is
good to
called
know,
Great
good to know.
Britain.
This is my favorite
So
D&D
that
game where we
includes
argue about
Scotland,
Great Britain.
England, and Wales.
Maybe
Yeah, what
we
else
should
the
put
fuck?
it
Okay,
on
What do you mean?
later.
Rephrase
That's
what I
just your
said then.
everyday.
I didn't
The
do a
UK
silly English accent.
Okay, alright.
Rob, you started this, all right?
I did not.
If you want to be
Every
technical,
argument about
Mike-
England starts and ends with someone from there.
Where is she? She's down here. There she is. It's her. She did this.
We never do silly very American accents. But you,
I always
but
thought
you
your
all
brain was
do silly
different. So
British
Listen,
accents.
that's not my
I
fault that you have a
do
missed
silly British
opportunity,
accents,
bozo.
Actually,
But you, actually, yes, you do it. But he doesn't
My-
seriously, actually, because he's
he does it good though.
Can we put a pause on this until after the game, please?
Priorities.
I don't like sad chef. Let's carry on.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh, no.
Chef. I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
They started it with the silly British accents.
Minna.
he's muted.
Minna.
He's muted. He's muted. Someone tell him.
Oh, the salamander ran away, you guys. You guys didn't respond in time.
No, we rolled.
All right.
Shit, we
Back
gotta do
to
it again.
Narita. Why were you guys talking about some mythical place called Great Britain? What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Oh
There's like a
God.
bake off there. I think they're like really good at cooking.
Maybe
When
set
is
up
this-
another trap, please.
When
We
is
got-
this-
it's pour-
I need help.
pissing down with rain, and you bloody little wankers.
I'm
Oh
gonna
wait,
mute
what's happening to my
myself.
voice? I'm being infected.
Maybe let's do it again, and maybe this time we can get an actual alligator.
Let's do it again, but let's do it in a different location, I assume.
Oh, I've
because-
got a good idea. Can you make Camilla? Can you make a smell that smells like carrion?
Can I,
I
make
think
it
that
rain?
would
Carrion? Oh.
carrion
Yeah,
yeah.
I can do that.
because
I can make a
crocs or
smell that smells like
alligators
anything.
Crocodile.
are kind of like scavengers as well.
Can I
So
want to
they
roll
would-
a nature check to know how much
They
Grim
would
knows
come
about
if there was a carcass. They would come to investigate. So if
Yeah,
you
I'll
make it
make it
smell
smell
like
like a carcass.
carrion,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you've
Okay.
moved to a new location, set another stick out with light, and made it smell like dead creatures. Give me a different D100. Or I guess we'll use the 9.
9? What 9?
You got one
12.
small lizard the size
It's
of your
12.
finger.
12.
He
The other
got a
one was
12. Yeah.
That's probably better than 99. Problems.
100, a giant silver dragon.
A snake, large boa constrictor, can be seen approaching this thing.
How big?
I will
12 feet long.
cast.
That's pretty big.
Well, it has
That's
to.
big.
It does that.
That's not
We
bad.
can still get it. A
Oh,
12-foot boa constrictor is huge.
You guys know that this isn't a strong creature. You could, this one doesn't need combat to kill.
Can I just-
I'm gonna shoot it.
I would like to jump down and aim for its neck and slice its head off.
Oh, snake.
I don't know what you're jumping down from. You never
I
got in a
thought-
tree.
I said I was jumping in the tree.
He's
That was
jumping into
before
air
the
and
lizard ran
landing,
away,
and he's just gonna-
bozo.
I'm going to go with
We're not in that area anymore.
Grim's action of shooting it. Grim, you fire a bolt at its side, and it begins to slither away more aggressively, but is
Oh.
now leaving a trail of blood.
Is that
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
anyone else?
Blast. Eldritch blast.
Blast it.
Fairy
As
fire.
you finish it off, and there's you cut. It's now there's two parts of the snake that have now been blasted apart.
He might appreciate the cooked food. Right then.
It's like scorched black and like radiating green dark energy from Mesh's blast. This is not quote unquote cooked. This is like as if dunked in acid.
I have some cold damage on my Eldritch blast, so it's like a little bit frozen.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do you think this would be enough to satisfy him?
Probably
No.
one more.
One more, yeah.
Try.
Let's get one
He
more.
wanted a large
Alright.
alligator, and this is smaller than that, so.
Right then. Let us do
Goes
it.
back into a hiding spot.
Who's rolling? Who's rolling?
All right. Give me another
I-
D100. Let's see what swamp creature you end up with.
Can I go in my tree now?
What tree?
I don't know. I thought there was a tree there. I want to get into it.
86.
Hey, I like that number.
Yeah. 86.
Um,
A giant buffalo shows up.
You see above in the sky a vulture is circling and trying to assess what's attracted it. And it dives down and tries to grab the stick. And
Oh,
then
okay, because it's turning a carrion.
Shoot it.
It's a vulture, yeah, shoot it. Vultures are pretty big.
Alright. What are you shooting it with?
Just a crossbow.
Sorry, this is for Maefyre.
Oh, me? Am I shit?
You said you were going to shoot it.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Well, what am I going to shoot it? That's a good question. Let's think about that for a second. I'm going to shoot it with, I guess, guiding bolt. What the fuck am I supposed to shoot it with? I don't have a bow and arrow.
Guiding bolt works.
Guiding bolt. I'm going to shoot a guiding bolt. Can I do that?
Yeah. Mark off the spell, and you blast its head off, and you have a vulture carcass now too.
Yay!
Maefyre, did you not feel that was a bit overkill?
How do I mark up?
It's just like a little bit something less.
It is overkill, but I don't have anything like less that can shoot.
Radiant?
That's
Maybe
less
not so
than that.
It's almost like there was someone here with a crossbow about to shoot.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Grim. Here's the thing. That is true, yes, but
I'm getting popcorn.
I was faster than you, right? So I'm a high initiative, and then I did it. So that's what happened.
Maefyre, the reason why you were fast is because you had nothing in your hands. Maybe not do that again.
I had nothing in my hands, and therefore I could use my hands, and therefore I was faster. But we have the vulture now, so I don't know why we're discussing it.
Logic is sound. Let's get this food to the guy.
You head back to the temple. Speak the command word.
Werewolf.
Welcome back.
Werewolf.
Before we go in, is it nighttime?
The sun is setting.
Good question.
Okay.
Oh shit, we're just fast then.
Is there any way to check if we had any kind of moons in the past? Did we do any kind of checks like that?
Oh yeah, can we?
Roll
Yeah.
intelligence. And 2 people can roll intelligence.
Okay, not me, because
I'm the smart one and I'm not rolling because I don't care.
Can
I
I
have
do it?
-2. I'm not doing it. Someone else
I
do
have
it.
+2. I have +2 in nature. I have +2 in nature check. Can I roll it? Yeah, nature's intelligence.
Terrain, plants, animals, weather, and natural cycles? Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Thank you.
It can be in nature.
Oh, go punch yourself. Okay, I messed up. It was a 2. It was a 4. It was a 4.
You,
I mean,
Who was the other person that rolled? Or did Maefyre roll with advantage?
no,
No
did
one-
not.
no, I
was
rolled. I just rolled a normal roll.
It's a nature.
I didn't have
action. Nature
advantage.
makes a lot more sense.
I didn't have advantage. No.
15.
15.
That's better.
Why don't you roll a D? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A D8, and you could pick plus or 1 or -1 from that, and that will give you the moon phase that it was.
I was about to say that those are the phase of the moon.
Can't you just roll
I'll do plus. I rolled a 1. I'll do +1. Make
Please
2.
don't tell me
I
that's
rolled
a
a
full
1, I rolled a
moon.
1.
A one's a full moon, please.
New
don't say
moon,
that.
new moon, new moon.
New moon, new moon, new moon.
This is the chart I'm looking at, so you can pick.
Choose.
Messed up the screenshot.
But we can't see the chart.
I'm posting it. Give me a second.
Oh,
So a 1 means it's first quarter. You can pick waxing gibbous or waxing crescent. You can pick which moon cycle it is, basically. But
Let's do
can't be a full moon.
waxing gibbous.
I swear to God, if you pick full.
All
no,
right.
that's too close to full. What?
Actually, no, he picked the right one. He picked the right one.
Is it?
What will wax on means tomorrow night will be a full moon. So, the mostly full moon is rising tonight.
Don't we need a waning for? Oh no.
Okay, I thought that was the other way around.
Regardless
Raining,
of what's going on,
raining.
Camilla's not gonna go in. She's gonna stay outside the pyramid.
Hold on.
Someone out there.
Tomorrow night will be
You hear a
full
guy calling from.
Yes.
You hear
Then
Wait,
we're
Evan
okay
calling
now.
from inside. Like, are you?
we're okay
is
now,
someone there?
but tomorrow we're not.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
So we're okay now. Everything's fine right now because it's tomorrow night. We're good.
Yeah.
Let's just do this thing, okay?
It's still scary.
Okay. Let's go
Using
in.
my hand and mage hand to like double hold this one end and the other end of the stake.
The
You're
stake?
holding the stake.
Snake.
The
Snake.
What?
snake. Okay.
Snake.
Technically, it could be steaks.
The snake.
Yeah, I thought you said
snake.
snake as well.
I mean, yeah, we could be chopping it up into steaks.
Look, we got you the white meat and the red meat.
Oh, a veritable smorgasbord of raw snake and vulture meat.
I hope you like it.
I probably won't eat this, but next full moon I probably will.
Yeah, sorry, we were unable to attract an alligator. There wasn't one in the area.
A shame. Well, you can tell the jailer, my jailer, that you've done your job. I'm sure he would. I know him, and I'm sure whatever you've traded with him, you'll be compensated appropriately.
Do you want us to tell him anything?
No, nothing in particular. He'll come by if no one else does.
Okay.
By the
Chef.
way, you should ask him where swamp worm comes from.
Where what?
Uh,
Swamp worm?
What did he tell you to do? Was there a cure by sticking your finger in the water, or one of you dipped an open wound into the water at some point for some reason,
Yeah, Janus said.
Yeah, we're getting
I
rid of a different
see.
problem.
and you got and you look a little feverish over there, I bet, huh?
Oh, so is the thing he's got called swamp worm?
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yes.
that's what the parasite in the waters is called.
You can
Oh,
smell
okay.
that?
Well, I've seen enough people come by with swamp worm that are conveniently looking for a cure to know that there's a bit of a hustle to the game here.
What's
Huh.
the hustle?
What
Oh,
do
the
you
hustle
think-
is that he
what
sends
do you
people
know
here.
the cure to be?
Hustle is this.
Yeah, it's this.
Well, the hustle is he gets you sick and then he sends you here to get the cure.
He's the one that recommended. I'm not here, but he's the one that recommended you needed the open wound.
Ah,
He's the one that made you get sick, and now he's making you pay to get it.
I'm just gonna look directly at
I
Janus.
do you know what? I actually forgot
Sorry,
about that.
Well,
See if
let
he's
me just say, even in this mixed company, I don't give a shit. We killed the vampires, and that's what the task was.
Okay.
Okay, if
Being
if you don't feel
deceived
bitter
so that
about
someone else
being
can benefit
deceived and
themselves is
ill-
just fair play, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah,
Everyone looks out for
agreed.
themselves.
Okay. Fair enough. If Janus is okay with it, then it's fine.
Everyone's just trying to take care of themselves in this shithole. Let's get out of here.
That's true.
Hey, look, it feels weird just
You
to
are-
leave you here, but
The light has now gone, and the rain also kind of diminishes here, and you see some silver beams of moonlight coming from above, and
Sounds good.
Aiden Rill kind of is in front of you, and his eyes go wide, and he says, "We're close to a full moon, aren't we?"
Is this your 10-second
Yes.
window?
This is your 10-second window.
I'm getting the
Time to
fuck
go.
out of
Go.
here.
Run,
Maybe.
run, 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 run.
Happy
everyone
eating.
leave.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
We will meet again, I promise you.
We literally run like the
And I'll
wind.
run. You'll rule the day we met. Anyway, bye.
I run as fast as I can, but like my little legs, I'm the last one.
I
As
pick
the
you up
doors
as a
are
football.
closing, you hear
He picks me up.
flesh melting and molding. You hear bones breaking as his
No.
body forms, and you very briefly see
See?
a massive wolf with spiky, jagged fur. And as you flee, there's a crack still left in the door, and a vulture carcass is thrown at with massive force at the door, so much so that through that small sliver in the door, there's a line of blood that gets shot out the front of the building, covering anyone still close.
No, he can't.
What was he trying to do? Was he trying to hit us?
He's just angry, just rageful.
You hear the sound of chain being forcefully ripped around, and you just hear a wolf howl as you head back out into the swamps once again at night. And I think
I know
that's
it's
where we
scary,
will
but it
call
actually
for the
sounds really
session.
cool. I think that we encountered with werewolf. That's kind of cool.
What was that last bit, Chef?
I think we'll call it there too for the session.
Alright. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
I did have a question. I'm gonna ask it anyway. Can we determine how long it's gonna take us from where we are now to get back to the hut?
3-4 hours.
Okay, that's fine.
Could get there by it's like 9 p.m.
Okay, that's fine then. All right.
Okie
Interesting session.
That was cool.
Yeah.
We met a
Were
werewolf.
they drunk in character? No, but there's something going on there, I guess. Thank you for watching, DS.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
anyone that stopped by. We're gonna call the session there. I'm really sleepy. I've been up for like 18 hours today, and Mesh has been up for 2 after been up for 50 or something crazy. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks again, Chef, for all your hard work on a fun lupine puzzle.
Thanks,
Dude, I'm gonna start drinking
Is it
tomato
Saturday
juice
yet?
during the games. Give me energy.
There will be
Bye-bye.
D&D tomorrow, by the way. I
Somebody
will be
punch a
murdering
camera.
players tomorrow.
We finally
Wait, what
get-
is there?
We finally
I
get
said
to
it
that.
twice this
Yes.
week, Jodie, and you already confirmed that you've seen